What is the dumbest order a butter bar lieutenant has ever given you with a straight face? Second Lieutenant Quincy showed up to our motor pool fresh from West Point. Still had that new uniform smell and the confidence of someone who'd never been wrong about anything in his entire privileged life. This kid looked like he belonged in a recruiting poster. Perfect posture, shined boots, crisp salute. But the moment he opened his mouth, you knew we were dealing with someone who'd learned everything about the Army from textbooks written by people who'd never actually served. His first week, Quincy decided our Humvees weren't running efficiently enough, called a formation at 0600, standing there with his little notebook and pen like he was about to solve world hunger. I've analyzed our fuel consumption reports, he announced proudly. We're wasting taxpayer money with these gas-guzzling vehicles. I'm implementing immediate efficiency improvements. Staff Sergeant Wade, our motor pool NCOIC with 15 years experience, just stared at him. Sir, what kind of improvements? Simple, Quincy said, flipping through his notes. Remove the armor plating, all of it. Steel is heavy. Weight decreases fuel efficiency. Basic physics. The entire formation went dead silent. I felt my jaw literally drop open. This idiot wanted us to strip combat essential armor from military vehicles to save gas money. Wade's face turned 3 shades of red. Sir, that armor protects soldiers from enemy fire. It's not optional equipment. Sergeant, we're not in combat here. This is a training base in Georgia. When's the last time someone shot at a Humvee in Columbus? The armor is dead weight, reducing our miles per gallon. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This college boy wanted us to violate safety regulations and military specifications because he discovered fuel economy in his first week as an officer. Furthermore, Quincy continued, remove the spare tires. Extra weight. If we need new tires, we'll requisition them through proper supply channels. Wade looked like he was about to have a stroke. Sir, spare tires are emergency equipment. What happens if we get a flat during field exercises? Call AAA, Quincy replied with complete seriousness. Call AAA on a military vehicle during training exercises in the middle of nowhere. That's when I realized we were dealing with someone who genuinely didn't understand that the Army operates differently than civilian life. This wasn't arrogance, it was pure ignorance. Sir, Wade said through gritted teeth, I need to clarify this order with the company commander before implementing any vehicle modifications. Negative, Sergeant. I'm the officer here. My order stands. Begin removing armor plating immediately. Wade walked away without saluting. First time I'd ever seen him disrespect an officer, but this situation was beyond normal military courtesy. 10 minutes later, Captain Preston arrived at our motor pool, looking like someone had just told him Christmas was cancelled. Behind him walked Lieutenant Colonel Griffin, the battalion commander. Lieutenant Quincy, Preston called out. Please explain to the colonel why you ordered soldiers to remove armor from military vehicles. Quincy stood at attention, still completely confident in his genius plan. Sir, fuel efficiency optimization. Standard cost-benefit analysis indicates significant savings potential through weight reduction protocols. Colonel Griffin just stared at him for what felt like an hour. The silence was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Son, Griffin finally said, are you familiar with Army Regulation 750-1 regarding vehicle safety standards? No, sir, but I have a degree in economics from West Point. This is basic resource allocation theory. Your degree doesn't supersede federal safety regulations. You just ordered soldiers to violate mandatory equipment standards that exist to save lives. That's when reality finally hit Quincy. His face went pale as he realized he'd just given illegal orders based on half-remembered college textbook theories. Griffin continued. Additionally, military vehicles use JP8 fuel, which is completely different from civilian gasoline. Your fuel efficiency calculations are based on incorrect assumptions about engine specifications. Quincy got reassigned to supply paperwork duties within the week. No more vehicle management, no more field operations, just inventory spreadsheets and requisition forms for 6 months. But here's the part that really got me. 2 years later, I ran into Wade at a conference. He told me Quincy had written a 15-page report about his motor pool experience, recommending sweeping changes to military vehicle design. The report got forwarded all the way to Pentagon procurement offices, where actual engineers spent 3 months analyzing his proposals before determining that every single suggestion violated basic physics, federal law, or common sense. Quincy's report became a case study at West Point for what not to do as a new officer. They literally use his fuel efficiency presentation as an example of how book knowledge without practical experience can create dangerous situations. Last I heard, he made captain and works in budget analysis somewhere safe where his economics degree can't get anyone killed.